episode of RatG TV with your hosts, Zeus and the Welland Wingnut. And they thought I was the crazy one.
Black magic. You got to know, got to show, it's time to roll. So just tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want, so just tell me what you want to hear.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of RatG TV. As we switch spots, as we do every week, it seems. Woo-hoo, what? That's right. Just because we don't want you thinking you're living in the mirror world. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Welland Wingnut?
Good. Yourself?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. It was a good week at work and abroad, as you will. How about you? What'd you do this week? You're back to work. How you feeling, old man?
I went back to work myself, so a little more tired than usual, but I got a good night's sleep last night, so we're good to go here.
Right on. How you doing? Well, good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for joining the show, as you do every week. We highly appreciate it. You going back to work's not the only big news that you have. We kind of teased it last week. You got something in the works going on with our old buddy, the horror artist.
Yes, we do. Not the guy who draws scantily clad women.
No, not the horror artist.
Right.
Horror. Right.
Steve McGinnis asked me about 2 months ago if I wanted to do a horror podcast, and I thought, yeah, like who do I know more that loves the B horror movies that I just hold so close to my heart than my buddy Steve. We talk about him all the time. Have you seen this? So it's gonna be fun, I think.
Right on. Well, you guys got you guys got a trailer and everything for the opening episode.
Yeah, man.
All right, want to take a look at it?
Yeah, let's give her a show.
Oh. Dude, looking pretty sweet. So when can folks expect the first episode?
So next Thursday is going to be our first episode. It's just going to be me and Steve. We're going to do a little introduction to our show. And then after that, we're thinking probably maybe every 2 weeks, every 2-3 weeks, we'll probably pop on. And we got some cool guests lined up. So
nice. So folks can watch you on Ryan's All Things Geek for the stream. And where else? Are you guys going to be starting your own page?
And then on Two Severed Heads Horror Podcast on YouTube, as well as Facebook live stream. So
right on. Well, there you go. Congratulations. Can't wait to see the first show. I'm sure you guys will be making me spill my guts with laughter. That was horrible. That was horrible. What? I can pun?
You can.
I can. So
you can pun with the rest of them.
Listen. I ain't no chicken. I will pun with anyone. You know what? So this week, big week, we are in the Elite Eight, down to the Elite Eight in our March Madness or March Geekness RatG TV tourney. Like I said, every week, very easy for me to see. This was our opening bracket here. We started off with a comic book bracket, a video game bracket, movie bracket, TV and streaming bracket. And this week it came down to each of those bracket championships, and upsets we will see. We will definitely see. I think we're going to hit those up first though. And let's get into that first matchup from last week. Who did we have going at it last week?
Last week we had in the comic book round, we had Batman versus Deadpool.
That's right.
Yeah.
Batman versus Deadpool. And then we had video games. We had KOTOR, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, taking on Super Mario 3.
Yeah.
Then we move over to the movie division, buddy.
Yeah, that was Groundhog Day taking on John Wick.
That's right. And then in the television division, you see it right there. The television bracket came down to Game of Thrones versus the underdog, the Purdue, if you will. Who is it this year that's taking the nation by storm? Taking the bracket.
I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up with it.
But they keep what I think it's oh my god, I totally forget a team from New Jersey though. But that is Night Court this year.
Trenton University.
It's whoever Eli Manning roots for. They mentioned it at the Rangers game last night. Yeah. Anyways, look at that. Basketball, hockey, and football all in one reference. It just happened. That's what we do at All Things Geek. We even do all things sports. But that's it. That's our brackets. And wow, you're going to tell us what happened here. Well, you can start off. Let me know which bracket you want to start with first. Comic books?
Yeah, we'll start with the comic book round. This one was the second closest in voting.
Really?
Yeah. But in the end, Batman was no match for Deadpool.
I mean,
39 to 25.
Good. Like, really. I mean, he just didn't have enough prep time, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
What was it? What was the final count there?
39-25.
Damn. I mean, Batman fans didn't come out. What can we say? So Deadpool's moving on. Deadpool's got to move on now against the video games. And we had Knights of the Old Republic here taking on Super Mario Brothers 3. What happened here, buddy?
This was the closest vote. It looked for a while that really oh, geez, I think I have this backwards. Yeah, I do have this backwards. Shit.
Uh-oh.
What just happened there?
Uh-oh.
There we go. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, I'm good. Okay, I just lost the screen. Yeah, no, I have it written down backwards, but we're all good. Looked for a while there that Super Mario Brothers was going to run away with it, but it ended up being a lot closer. The closest voting, 30 to 22, Super Mario Brothers 3.
Wow. So we've got Super Mario Brothers 3 taking on Deadpool in, let's just call it the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, can Deadpool really take down Super Mario Brothers 3?
I'm going to give my final prediction once we do the other bracket because I don't want to spoil anything with my
all right. I'm down with
my whole theme that I got going on here.
All right, well, we'll do that then. Okay, so then we moved on into the movies, and we had John Wick, the Juggernaut, taking on the ever lovable and everybody's favorite Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. Buddy, how did this shake down?
And this was one, too, that kind of started out in favor of the loser, but quickly changed hands, and ultimately 39 to 20, it was Wick.
Mr. Vic, Baba Yaga. He killed a fucking groundhog with a pencil. And then the groundhog was reborn again. Oh my God. Now I want to see John Wick Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. And it's just different ways John Wick kills Bill Murray. Oh my God.
That'd be awesome.
It's like live, die, repeat. Oh, I'm throw Tom Cruise in there too. Just do it. Call me Hollywood. Just call me. So John Wick takes it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, I'm not overly shocked, honestly.
And that's just it. All of these in the final 8 were dominant in their previous rounds. So someone had to dominate the Dominator.
Yeah. Honestly, I was surprised to see John Wick get past who did they take out? Oh, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
Just because Spider-Man No Way Home was so fresh, right?
Right.
But John Wick is just a juggernaut, a beast, the Baba Yaga, if you will. I'll keep saying it. All right, and that brings us to our TV round, and that is Game of Thrones taking on the Cinderella team, Night Court. So, buddy, give me good news here.
Usually when Cinderella teams make it this far, if they keep advancing, they're close. They're these dramatic finishes, at the buzzer. Right. But this was not the case. This was a runaway, and Night Court had the biggest lopsided victory of 61-22.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how Night Court is the most dominant force we're seeing in this tournament. Like every round, I think they score. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they get the most votes every round.
Every recent round, definitely, yeah. So that sets up my dream final. I want an all 80s final. I want Night Court versus Super Mario Brothers 3. That's what I want to see.
Well, I mean, Night Court's in tough because that means they're taking on John Wick.
Yeah, man.
I mean, wow.
I feel like John Wick comes in, takes out Christine right away. because Fielding is shielding himself with her.
Right, but
then Fielding goes next.
But then Bull grabs him.
I feel like Roz puts up a fight, as does Bull, and of course the Vietnam veteran Mac, all trying to protect Judge Harold T. Stone. And I think once he makes his way through Mac, I think Harry T. Stone's the easy kill.
I think. Just before, so I think all that happens. I think Bull grabs him and starts wrestling with him, and he takes Bull out quickly with a, shoots him under the chin, and then he goes after Roz, takes her out, puts her down, but doesn't kill her. Thinks she's fucking dead. Kills fucking Mac after a huge fight. Walks up to Harry thinking he's an easy kill, and he gets fucking one-shotted by Roz.
That's the alternate ending.
That's it. Roz wins. Rosalind T. Russell, I think. Come on, Roz.
I like it.
Me too. I want to see it. Book it right now. Somebody please put that into motion. So this is huge, though. I mean, Night Court versus John Wick, and Deadpool versus Super Mario Brothers 3. I don't know where to vote in this one. I think John Wick does win this round. I think he takes out Night Court. I do think Super Mario Brothers 3. I honestly don't know there. That's going to be the tightest. I think that's going to be a really, really tight race. I think Super Mario Brothers 3 will just eke it out, but it's going to be close. Yeah. If Deadpool wins, though, I think it's going to be a landslide for Deadpool. If Super Mario Bros. 3 wins, it's going to be because it's close.
Right.
Yeah, if that makes sense. But yeah. Whew. And then who knows? Who knows from there? Only time will tell. We're down to the final 4, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary alike. We accept all.
We do.
We accept all forms of cash as well.
Except for flat earthers.
And ruples. Well, you know what? Listen here, flat earthers. He's right. You can't come. Sorry. Listen. I do have, we both have like acquaintances that were friends that are flat earthers, and we have friends that are flat earthers that just don't admit to it.
Right.
But it is what it is. Everybody's got their own thing they can believe in.
Gotta believe
in something, right? Just don't stop believing, except for in a flat earth, because it's silly. You should have been gone. Wrong song, but still, I nailed it. So, folks, that is it for our first round there. Before we move into the news, we do have Steve's 5-second movie review that we're going to hit up this week. Steve, what do you got for a movie this week?
So I reviewed the Netflix movie Windfall, starring Lily Collins, daughter of Phil Collins from Genesis fame, of course, Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother, and Jesse Plemons from just everything. I mean, Fargo, the TV show, Breaking Bad.
He's a great actor.
The guy's in everything right now.
Strong actor, though. Put in his time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Seeing your review of this movie. But before we do that, it's cold in here. I need to pay some bills. So, with that in mind, folks, you know what? We talk about it every week. Gas prices going through the roof. Prices for groceries going through the roof. Your pocket is not filling up at all. So you need to cut corners where you can and save money. We've got a way for you to save some money without sacrificing anything. And that is by switching from your current carrier over to DocNet. As you see right over top of Steve's head right there, DocNet.ca. They've got you covered for internet, home phone, anywhere in Ontario, Canada. Listen, you're not going to sacrifice any of your download speed, anything like that. If you're a gamer like I am, if you're a streamer like we are, what are you waiting for? Give Tony a call. And when I say a call, obviously I mean go to the website, docnet.ca. Connecting your world to the rest of the world. See, I put a spin on it. Put a little spin on what I usually say.
Let's put a spin on the world.
Ooh, I didn't mean to give the world the finger. But that's how I'm sorry, but when I
mean some parts of
basketball,
the world.
that's usually what I do. Like it's on that finger because that's my
shooter.
He's a shooter.
Oh, you know what I saw him in last night? I watched it. I had not
Christopher
seen
McDonald.
Yeah, I had not seen this movie probably since it came out. I think it was 1994. Terminal Velocity. James Gandolfini, Charlie Sheen.
Right, Charlie Sheen.
Natasha Kinski.
It was in the Was that the one where he's in the car? Like, I mean,
right. She's in the trunk, and they're
yes.
Yeah, man, classic.
I'm gonna check that out.
It's on Disney Plus.
You know what I've been watching right now? I've been going back and watching two things. One is the Batman, the cartoon series. No big deal. Trent Reznor did the theme song of the first 2 seasons, though. Creepy as shit, really good. But I've been watching Becker. Such a good. You know what? There's a couple shows that piss me off because they ripped off other shows and succeeded. Now I don't know if I'm saying they did it better because they succeeded, or it's because of the station they're on at the time.
Right.
But one is House, because House is just fucking Becker without the laugh track, and the second one is Friends. Do you remember before Friends came out, there was an all black cast of a bunch of Friends? Queen Latifah, and I forget it. I think Tootie from Facts of Life was in it as well. Basically, they had the control freak friend, which was Queen Latifah. They had this really ditzy friend that was like Phoebe. They had the Rachel type that was kind of like Rachel. Then they had a guy that was just this a player, but he wasn't like Joey. He wasn't dumb like Joey, but his best friend was dumb like Joey. It was called Living Single, though. But
okay.
Yeah, you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah,
dude, that came out before Friends, and such a ripoff. Like, it's the same show. But
yeah. Time slot is key.
That's like 5440 and Hootie and the Blowfish releasing the same song at the same time.
Right. Every time I look at you,
I go blind.
Is that even them? I don't know.
Yeah, that's both of them. That's Hootie and the Blowfish and fucking 5440.
5440 in the Blowfish.
Right. Anyways, so the show is off the rails already, but thank you so much for joining in and tuning in. I hope you're liking our music. Speaking of our music and our singing, it's time for Steve's 5 second movie review
Tight here.
by Steve. Yeah. So hard to know which way it is. Yeah. By the way, dig the nerd background here. I didn't make this. I just want to say thank you to whoever made this on Google Images. But well done. You represented a lot of shit I like. Anyways. All right. Someone tuning in. Hey, what's up, Ron Corbo? No Canal View, Steve, or are you holding out on winning last night?
Canview, I think he means. Yeah.
Oh,
I said last night if I won the $70 million that I was going to buy the Canview drive-in.
I won $22 in a free play.
Hey.
That is the most money I've ever won on the lottery. I don't play a lot. And I win even less. All right. So here's how it goes for Steve's 5 second movie review. If this is your first time watching, now I'm going to put 5 seconds on the board. In that 5 seconds, Steve is going to give us his candid review of the movie Windfall.
Starring.
Steve. Yes.
Yes. Lily Collins, Jason Segel, and Jesse Plemons, I believe is how you pronounce that. Plemons. Sure.
Jesse, better actor than I'll ever be, guy. All right. So I am excited to see this. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready.
All right. I'm going to put 5 seconds on the board. You may begin now.
In a Windfall, there can only be one winner. Was it me? I mean, did I win? Did I win by watching this?
Did you, or did you lose?
It was slow. It was definitely a slow start, but finished strong. I definitely recommend sticking this one out. Definitely a shocking ending. So yeah, I don't want to say anymore. It's really one of those. It stars Lily Collins, Jason Segel, Jesse Plemons, and Omar Levin. I don't want to leave Omar Levin out, who plays the gardener, because there's literally only 4 people in this movie. So,
wow. Oh, and you said it's slow moving too, eh?
It starts very slow, and it is very character driven. Getting to know your. It's again, I don't want to give away too much of the plot. It's Lily Collins and Jesse Plemons playing a couple, very rich couple.
Is she the one that's playing Marilyn Monroe now?
I'm not sure. Excuse me. Yeah, playing a couple coming back to their, I guess, summer home, where they find someone has broken in, i.e. Jason Segel, and the movie starts from there. So,
oh. Well, it's not her playing Marilyn Monroe. I just checked. So what do you give this? What out of 5? What do you give him?
I gave it a 3. I gave it a 3. Like I said, strong acting, a little slow moving, but good twist at the end. Definitely didn't see it coming. It was one of those, holy fuck, that just happened.
Really? Oh, cool. Well, that's good then. I like those too. The only thing about movies like that is you can only watch them once, I find.
Right.
Like The Departed. The Departed is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I've watched it, I think, twice. And I don't want to watch it again because I remember watching it the second time, and once it got to as it was approaching the elevator scene, I was just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, but still, looking forward to seeing it. Did you say you watched The Adam Project?
I did.
And you liked it, right?
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking about doing a scener there's this app called Scener where people can go on and do a watch party. So, like if I have Disney Plus or Netflix, I can watch it and other people can join in. So I was thinking about doing that or one of the other ones, but we'll see. We'll see what the fans say. But you know what we should do? Let's just get to some news. Do. It's stupid good. Stupid good. It's so good. I should have bought 2. But
As we support our energy drinks.
That's it though. I'm done now. Now I'm back to alcohol.
Smart.
That's what I thought. All right, well let's hit it, buddy. You know, you messaged me late. What? Saturday night, Friday night?
Last night.
Last night. Wait. Let me pull up this message that I got from our Dr. Death here. Sorry, we gotta go far back. I can't find the text. Basically, you said that we're not
we were late.
What do we do if nobody dies in the next 21 and a half hours? You've never ever messaged me and said, "What do we do if nobody dies?" Because we've had times where nobody died.
Rare. They're
very,
rare.
very rare. But this was the first time you've ever actually said something. And then
About an hour or 2 after that, maybe 3 hours after that, it was late into the night, I unfortunately came across the news that Foo Fighters drummer Taylor Hawkins has passed at the age of 50. They found him unresponsive in his hotel room in Bogota, Colombia. They had just played Lollapalooza in Argentina a few days ago. Taylor Lautner took lead stage with Dave Grohl on drums and sang Queen's "Somebody to Love," which was very cool. It turns out his last performance. So,
damn, that's sad, dude. You jinxed it. I mean,
in my defense, they found him early Friday morning, so he is already passed when I said it. But man,
I'm with Ron on this one. I mean, I don't know how often I've ever said that in my life, but I'm with Ron on that one. I'm fucking with you, Ron. Love you, buddy. But yeah, he's right. Dr. Doom. And any other celebrity deaths?
That's it, man.
Right? Well, thinking of him, and drummers though, especially we knew he had his addiction problems and things like that. And as a drummer though, you think that's got to be so hard on you as well.
Yeah.
Just because your heart's got to be racing more than everybody else's in the band, especially the heavier the band is.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the death of Vinnie Paul a few years back, Pantera drummer,
right?
Hell yeah drummer. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, let's go from that into someone who's died to something that seems to never want to die, and that is the James Bond franchise. And you know what? I'm okay with this because I'm a big fan of James Bond. I always have been. I don't know if it's because he's written by a Fleming, like Ian Fleming, no relation, like it's not in our chain at all. But I really have liked the character. But according to Amazon Prime, who's bought the rights basically to James Bond, Amazon Prime is going to be putting out a new show that'll see contestants competing in a global adventure to win their ultimate prize of up to £1 million or $1.3 million American. It's going to be filmed in many of the historic locations featured throughout the cinematic Bond films. And it's going to test the intelligence and endurance of the players. So, I mean, cool. Like, I mean, this is American Race, but Bond style.
Yeah.
Can we include somehow that they've got at least give them like Walter PPPs that have paintballs in them? But they'd probably get dead like that from real police not knowing. I'm down. I like James Bond. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed a couple of the Craig movies. So, and I was a big fan of some of the earlier Bonds. Pierce Brosnan's Bond, I really enjoyed. Timothy Dalton, I liked.
Same. I even liked Rogers more, but we were so young. I just liked it because he was so crass, and as a young kid, you're like, oh, they said octopussy, you know. So, no, for real, like that's just how it was.
I was a big John Volpe fan, so at that age,
still are. Both.
True.
It is very true. Dr. Dirty.
Ryder Rochester.
Look them up, folks. I mean, only if you don't have your kids around, unless your kids like our kids. What? I'm just saying. He's called Dr. Dirty. What was the one song? The Gangbang?
Yeah.
Or Pistol Pete. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm remembering all these. Or Wasting Away Again in Marijuanaville. Classic. I can't believe I remember this.
Knock.
Who's there?
Gladiator.
Gladiator who?
Gladiator before the gangbang.
Bang. Oh, yes, he did. It was a gangbang.
When I was younger and not so great, I used to gangbang every day.
Knock. Okay. What is wrong with us? Yeah. This was our life. You saw me flash it real quick there, and I'm just going to put it up real quick to throw it in. Speaking of James Bond, Pierce Brosnan came out and said that he fully supported Tom Hardy and Idris Elba playing 007. He didn't say James Bond. I'm just putting that out there.
Right. And
I'm not saying that he did that on purpose. I'm just saying that's just something to take into account because we all know after the last Bond movie, 007 is a designation that anyone can have, not just James Bond.
Right.
You know, so anyways, I was surprised. You know who I'm surprised? Like, there's been some great Bond girls. I'm surprised we never saw in the 90s Pamela Anderson as a Bond girl.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch the Pam and Tommy on Disney Plus, there's this episode where they mentioned she was auditioning for LA Confidential after she was offered a part in a spy movie, which ended up turning out to be Austin Powers. She turned it down to audition for LA Confidential and then lost out to obviously Kim Basinger in that part. And then she went back to try and get the part in the Austin Powers movie, and it was already given to Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, them's the breaks. I mean, you have to try to make those decisions.
That's it.
And go for what you think's best for you, but
yeah.
It's hard, man, when money's in your pocket.
Mentioning that pretty face you just saw there, now Pamela Anderson.
What?
Yeah.
Now, who is that?
Pamela Anderson, as you see pictured here, is going to be debuting in Chicago Broadway, playing Roxy Hart. Of course, the fictional character who plays the lead in Chicago. She said in the press that, at this point, she has nothing to live up to in her career. She has nothing to lose, and she's going for broke.
Good for her.
This debuts April 12th and will run through June 5th in New York.
Well, good for her. I mean, I always hope the best for her because everything we've ever seen of her, yeah, she's partied and things like that and lived the life. But every single interview, she seems like the nicest person in the world. One of the most genuine. She's a big genuine and generous. Yes, PETA. I mean, so I'm down with that. So all the best for her, I hope, and she does not like the Pam and Tommy series. She doesn't like how it's portrayed her.
No, we mentioned a couple weeks ago, she's actually coming out with her own documentary that will be featured on Netflix. So,
yeah. Well, she'll get to tell her side of things, but
yeah.
Right on.
Little Canadian girl.
We talked earlier about, not losing anybody. this weekend, and then we found out, like, me as a wrestling fan, I've noticed Triple H's absence from wrestling for at least the last 6 months. It's been a long time. And he was on Stephen A. Smith's Stephen's A World recently, yesterday, I believe, and talked about why he's been away.
Medically had a 99% blockage in my left anterior descending artery, which is what they call the widowmaker. My heart had started to create a secondary pathway, but that was clogged as well. So I was basically, moments away. If I'd have thrown a clot or of any type or had any kind of thickening, I was gone. There's moments in there where when they're putting you out for stuff and you think, is this it? Do you wake up for this?
So yeah, he had a massive heart attack. Luckily, he had a good doctor team around him that were able to recognize that ahead of time. Sent him in for surgery, recovering well, but he's done with wrestling. He went on to say after that, like, in ring wrestling, he's going to be still out there looking for talent, but he's not going to be out there 365 like he was before. Just living the business every day, because it just takes is toll on you. And any wrestler, and let's be honest, like, he came through the steroid era. I'm not saying he ever did that, but he came through that, just rough on your heart, like everything you did. So wish him the best, because the wrestling, where the WWE was doing well, was the areas that he was running. So anyone that's been watching wrestling realizes that it was the NXT that was doing the best there, and that was drawing the most people in.
And the D-Generation X days.
Oh, right. So he was a huge part of that, in becoming the leader. So yeah, man, he married Vince's daughter in real life. So not only in fiction, then in real life, they've got 3 daughters.
I don't know if that drive-through Vegas wedding was legit.
Right. Good times. I wish I had that to show, but we'd get in trouble again. It's weird. They're the only ones that gives us shit for sharing their shit. Yeah. We could share stuff from Marvel, wherever else, and someone will complain, and we'll say, "Oh, hey, man, we were just sharing it." And, yeah, no problem. Yeah. WWE, they're like, "Yo, man,
that's ours."
What do you even say? Shut up, yo. But yeah, anyways, wishing all the best for Triple H, of course.
Speaking of payouts, Spotify announced that last year they paid out $7 billion to artists. More than 56,000 of those artists received $10,000 or more, but 130 select few saw more than $5 million a piece.
So basically what you're telling me is it's just Joe Rogan that got paid.
Right. And 129 other people.
But just barely.
Right.
All right. Do you use Spotify?
I do.
Yeah. See, I don't use it. I don't understand it. I feel like the old man when it comes to Spotify. I use Apple Music just because I've always had an iPhone and a MacBook, so it just seemed simple.
Yeah,
I don't get the ads. I don't understand ads.
Right.
It just seems so weird.
Yeah, no. When you pay for Spotify, it's ad free. I know the YouTube one you can get it for free, but you have to listen to the ads. But yeah, Spotify's ad free when you get it. So I have the family plan. We all use it.
Oh, nice. I don't know what Ron's doubting, but I'm with him. And speaking of doubt, or at least shade, the director of the upcoming Moon Knight series for Marvel and Disney Plus has thrown some shade at both Black Adam's The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, if you will, and the director of Wonder Woman 1984, Patty Jenkins, about their Egyptian representation in both films. When he's talking about Wonder Woman, he said, for Wonder Woman, the sequel left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, and a certain Marvel Studio director has a lot to say about that film representations. So in the interview, Moon Knight's director Mohammed Diab ripped 1984 scene that's set in Egypt. Director told the SFX magazine that he didn't really appreciate how they made Egypt look. He went on to say that they showed sheiks and stuff, and they didn't have those at that point. And I mean, I get it, but it was okay. All right. They were showing Egypt. I will acquiesce to that. I'll be like, okay, I could somewhat see it. I think you're maybe nitpicking a little bit, but I get it. That'd be like showing Africa, something like a place in Africa and making it look like it's the Stone Ages. Fine. All right. Black Adam, though, because I was really annoyed with DC when they set Black Adam in a fictional Middle Eastern country as an excuse to cast non-Egyptians when it was obviously meant to be in Egypt. Diab told Filfan representation opportunities shouldn't be wasted, but it's not a full mistake since it's based on an iteration of the comics that doesn't mention Egypt. Exactly. It doesn't mention Egypt. Black Adam is from a fictional country called Kandak, which is supposed to be around that area between Egypt and whatever countries are surrounding it to the east, I believe. Fictional. So the characters look like characters from both sides, not just Egypt.
Right.
And this is the part I can't stress the most. Fictional.
Yeah.
I mean, that's I got nothing. Like that's so frustrating just to even hear or see. I've been there. It's real. Kandak is real. Stop it. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like we're battling monsters here. That was a bad segue.
Yes, we are. As Austin's asking me if he can have the almonds, I'm like, go, yeah, take them.
Yeah. Have the almonds. Have them all.
Australia is going to benefit from the upcoming Godzilla versus Kong movie. Most of the Kong movie versus Godzilla movies have been filmed there already, but they're expected to start filming the sequel this year, and it's going to bring a $120 million boost to the economy. So
awesome. Right on. We've got a lot of fans in Australia, and a lot of the reason for our success, honestly, is from Australia. So big shout out to them and big thanks, and happy to see them getting this. Honestly,
yeah,
Australia's had a rough year. Like everybody's
had a rough
year.
last few years.
Yeah, man. Like between fires, floods, and just everything. So yeah, man. Much love to our friends out there, our Aussie friends. Those guys are real too. TOO. Sorry. Speaking of TWO, former Supernatural star Misha Collins, who played Castiel, has been cast in the upcoming CW's Gotham Knights to play Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face. TWO. I like Misha Collins, and I think he's got a great growl voice. So I think it'll be good for Harvey when he's trying to do like the two different sides.
Right.
You weren't a Supernatural person, were you?
I didn't watch it. No.
I liked it. I think you might like it though, honestly. I mean, it is a little teen CW-ish.
Right.
But I mean, they have a lot of cool stuff. For the first few years are a lot of just slasher stuff, where they're chasing those people around. But then they take a really hard right at one point, and they just make it they're fighting angels and demons. Like for
I thought you were gonna say they had a musical episode.
Oh, they do, but that's not until like way later on, until they've already jumped the shark. Listen, not only do they have they have a musical episode that same season. They have an animated episode that's a crossover with Scooby-Doo, and it's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. Shut up. You'll love it. Listen. The tests are in. The results are in. And it says you would like it.
Yeah,
Right.
I might. You put me on the lie detector. As our next story, the host of Maury Povich Live has retired after his 31st season. It will end in September. The 22nd of September will be the last episode. More than 36,000 episodes. He's 83 years old. He actually planned to retire 6 years ago, but NBC asked him to come back. And for the years of loyalty to him and his staff of more than 100 workers, he decided to come back for another 6 years. We remember Maury back when he was on Current Affair. Like, that's how old we are.
Oh my God, right? Remember when Connie Chung was the breadwinner of that family?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Did you watch Maury over the years?
I mean, not really, because by the time Maury came out, I was kind of over the whole
the trash TV.
Well, I can't say that because I was on one of the shows, so I don't call them that. But I mean, I was over the daytime.
I definitely got sick of it. Well, when it became about the baby mamas and stuff like that. Like, a lot of the episodes for a while there, it was is it a guy or a girl? You had to guess episodes, and I had to stop watching those because I never got them all right. So it's like,
you're like, I quit. I'm out.
Damn, that guy was hot.
I thought you meant like the baby, like their what do you call it? The baby reveal, gender reveals. That's what I thought you meant. See, I didn't watch. I stopped. Like with obviously you watched Ricky Lake, and then did a little. What do you want to call it? Oh, Jerry Springer, Jerry. Just for the fights though, like everybody else. Yeah. I was all about the fights. Speaking of fights, you know who's going to be fighting? Our Marvel fans, because they all heard that WandaVision won't be returning for a season 2. And that's been confirmed now from Marvel Studios. So, I mean, the first season was good and it was groundbreaking and all, but I think we always knew, and I think they announced it back then, that it was just one and done. So I think they were just hoping they were going to get a second season, because I'm not positive. I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that we reported earlier that Winter Soldier got a surprise second season. So, and Loki's got a second season. So, I mean, but we don't know what's going to happen in the Doctor Strange movie. So maybe Scarlet Witch bites the dust here. Who knows? Maybe she melts. I don't know. I don't know.
Homelander makes a guest appearance.
Homelander may make a guest appearance. Who knows? That would be fantastic and terrifying at the same time.
Someone would punch him in the face and he'd get so mad.
And then he'd fly above the city and, well, I won't finish. Wait till you get to Hero. Jensen Ackles, I should have downloaded this to put this up, but Jensen Ackles spoke to a crowd and he talked about season 3 of The Boys tackling Hero-gasm.
Yeah.
So, dude, if you've seen, okay, do me a favor. I will not play it here. Go on YouTube and search Hero-gasm, The Boys, and you'll see people.
I'm not going to get put on a list for that, am I?
You might. You might. I can't believe it. I've never read this far into the comic books. Oh my God, they show a full dick and tit, and there's a human centipede portion, but it's not the human centipede. Oh my God, and Jensen Ackles says they do this in season 3.
Wow.
It's gonna be, I don't know. Luke, what's happening, brother? How are you, brother? Yeah, we mentioned Blumhouse, just about how they're.
We said it 3 times, hoping you'd appear.
Yeah, and then we showed Clanny, and then boom, there you were.
Clanny juice.
Blumhouse, and you say both of those, and you're good. That's what happened. How you doing, buddy? Good evening to you as well, my friend. You're just in time for news. You missed. We'll give you a recap after. We're done here, but you missed the first part of the show where we got our Elite 8 down to the Final 4. And I think there's some shocks there for you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm on. We talked about Wanda there. What do you got here? What is this?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be starring in King of Late Night, where he will portray Johnny Carson.
Come on.
Yeah.
I had no idea that this was happening.
This project's been in development for about 5 years now. It's finally getting off the ground, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's been cast, so it's a go.
Dude. I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Johnny Carson, like at first I'm like, oh, I don't like it. But the more I think about it, he's got the size, the right frame. I think he can pull it off. But can he? I want him to play it as Johnny Carson, though. I find a lot of times when he does something, he puts his own spin on it. And I hope he doesn't put his own spin on it this time.
Right.
And I don't mean that as a slam against his acting, because I think he's a great actor, honestly. I just hope that he plays this one as close to Johnny Carson as he possibly can, so that we can't really see a difference. Because I think he's got the frame, he's got the acting skills. Oh yeah! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so excited.
I want to throw my name in the hat for Ed with some prosthetics. I really want Bill Hader as fucking Ed McMahon.
I don't know. I mean, I like it, but I don't know. I feel like there's better out there, but I don't know who. Oh my god.
Andy Richter.
I mean, like, really though, that's actually pretty fucking spot on. Oh, two people came to mind. I always fuck up the one guy's name, but one, I kind of want to see Will Ferrell tackle it. And two, the guy that does the voice of the Tick, the guy that's in Ted, that's in everything.
Yeah.
I think he could do it, but he's short though. I heard in real life, and Ed was a really tall guy. I like this. I wonder who they would get to play Ed McMahon in this. Could you age up Jason Segel?
Maybe.
Joseph is like the youngest old person ever. Old looking young, but damn his old.
Him and Paul Rudd.
Yeah. I think he looks older than Paul Rudd at this point, though.
Yeah.
Like, especially in that photo you had there. Like, where do we got it? Oh, wrong one there. I think he looks older than Paul Rudd. I'm sorry, JGL. But hey. So there's a live action Voltron in the works. It's being shopped around to the networks. And I mean, with the rise of anime and it all doing so well as of late, I mean, why not? I guess. Were you a fan of this show when you were a kid? Like, I had the toys, but I feel like I wasn't I don't really remember the cartoon all that much. And
I'm sure I've watched it, but was I a fan of watching it religiously? No.
Right. I think I just collected the toys because FOMO, really. I just fear missing out on being able to make a Voltron out of all the pieces. Like, they were the first, toy grab, really.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you need all 5.
That's it.
Or it'll never work.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd will never age. I know, he's a vampire. Oh, speaking of which, and I don't have pictures of it. I wish I would have put them up there. Do you see the pictures floating around of Nicolas Cage as a vampire in some upcoming movie?
I did see that.
He looks great.
I almost had a Nicolas Cage story this week, but I guess I can tell it real quick. I saw an article with an interview with him that he said that he's going to start to become very selective with his roles.
Wow, really? Eh? Well, I mean, good for him. Like, because last week we talked about it, how he admitted that he did all those recent roles just to get himself out of debt. But he said he put 100% into every single role.
He said he's done with big Hollywood cinema, that he really wants to dedicate the rest of his career to indie films. So,
not quite true though. because he also came out recently and praised Marvel and put down his own uncle, Francis Ford Coppola. He didn't put them down, just said he didn't understand what Scorsese and his uncle were talking about. And he praised Marvel for being great films and said that he would be happy to be in them too, right? So, which obviously,
Well, yeah,
and I think some people would
don't
see
want to
him.
burn any bridges
Well, and there is talk of him coming back
as Superman.
Well, that and also Multiverse of Madness. There's talk that he might have a cameo as his version of Ghost Rider.
Right.
As they pass the mantle to a new Ghost Rider, maybe. I must be fucking old. I just don't get anime. Yeah, you know what? I had a hard time with anime too. Like, there's not much anime I like, and I blame the stuff that people love. Akira and Ghost in the Shell ruined anime for me.
I just find it really hard to masturbate to. Sorry.
Again, send all your hate mail to the wellandwingnut@gmail.com. I get Clanny and Blazing Saddles. Oh my God. I need that crossover now, and I didn't even know I needed it. Almost as cool as, hey, have you noticed, speaking of like crossovers and mashups, this isn't even crossover or mashup. How is, I watched Dune today, and then I was flipping through the channels and Robin Hood came on, like the Taron Egerton one. And then Star Wars was on. How is Oscar fucking Isaac in everything? Moon Knight. I mean, dude is in everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining because he's fucking great and everything. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of Oscar Isaac time lately.
Yeah, he recently did an interview where he said that they've literally been crawling through air ducts looking for the best story to tell for Metal Gear Solid, the movie. He said, "Don't worry, it's still happening. It's in development." So,
right on. I am a little sad that we never got the Kiefer Sutherland Metal Gear Solid that Kiefer Sutherland was campaigning for. I think Oscar Isaac will be great as Snake, but Kiefer would have been better in his prime. When he wanted to make it, he would have been better. Not a slam against Oscar. I love Oscar. I even think Oscar's a better actor than Kiefer. But for this role, I think that would have been, Kiefer in his prime would have been perfect. He even voiced him in one of the games. So I don't know. Maybe that's just a dream casting or a fan casting for me. But there are new rumors coming out. Stephen Moffat, showrunner for Doctor Who, has said after Jodie's Whittaker's run's done as the Doctor, that he wants to go the route of Marvel movies and have big name characters take over the role as the Doctor. I don't know how I feel about this, because part of the charm of Doctor Who is the cheesiness of it. And if you go big budget Marvel and big budget CG, I don't know if you lose any of that. And I know you're not a big fan of it at all. And unlike Luke masturbating to anime, I had to throw it in there. I even read that one first. I don't know. But that being said, there are rumors now that Hugh Grant may take over as the next Doctor. I don't know how I feel about this, but it wouldn't be the first time.
There's salt.
Oh dear, now look at that. I've gone and used up 3 whole bodies in just under a minute, and all because I forgot to unplug first. That really was terribly silly of me. Sorry about that, my dear. But unfortunate.
Oh, Doctor.
Oh, assistant.
So that was from a Rowan Atkins special a long time ago. Everybody was in that too. I always forget his name because I always mix him up with Bob Geldof. But the guy that was in the most recent Star Wars movies, he was in Hudson Hawk. British guy, you know who I'm talking about.
From Strange Brew?
Rupert. Is his name Rupert something?
The old man that was in Strange Brew, the brewmaster?
No. That's Vaughn. No, I'm talking about he was in like the Force Awakens, not the Force Awakens, but the very last one. He's the one that shoots Huxley. Oh my God, you know him. You know who? You know you've watched Hudson Hawk, right?
Yes.
He's married to Sandra Bernhardt in that movie.
Oh fuck! I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah, tell me, Luke. Tell us who it is. It's a woman next, and David Tennant as a companion, which I don't understand. Have they already announced it, Luke? And if it is David Tennant as the see, there's ways they can do that though, and connect it to the old Doctor Who when David Tennant left, but he had a clone. I'm pretty sure. I have to talk to my kid about that because my kid was a huge David Tennant fan. But you just kind of blew my mind a little bit right there, Luke. And I know Steve has no idea what we're talking about. Thanks, Luke. Find out for us, buddy. But yeah, so I'm down for that. I'm down for any type of. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm down for the Hollywood version. Hugh Grant. If they do it, I want Ron Weasley still, even if they keep it, just the BBC version, or if they go big budget, give me Ron Weasley because Doctor Who needs to be a ginger next. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple.
Even though I'm not a ginger, I just have the red beard. But still,
that's our tribute to gingers. You guys deserve respect too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a ginger, but Mike Binder held an event a couple weeks ago at the Comedy Store to honor Bob Saget, and everybody showed up for this. John Stamos, Jeffrey Ross, John Mayer, Jim Carrey, Chris Rock, Michael Keaton, Seth Green, John Lovitz, and Paul Rodriguez, along with Jodie Sweetin, all showed up in support of Bob Saget. They said it was a great night, and it was recently purchased by Netflix. So we'll get to see that coming soon to Netflix.
Right on. I mean, I'm all for a little bit more Bob, That was one that was too soon.
Yeah, man.
How old was he again? 60?
Yeah, I believe he was just 60, 61. Yeah.
I mean, wow. You got some other Full House news there.
Yeah, piggybacking on that, Dave Coulier has announced about his struggles. Said that he's actually recently 2 years sober now. Said he was in a really dark place for a while there and had a real struggle these last 2 years, both mentally and physically. He thanked everybody for his support, especially Jodie Sweetin, who had her own struggles and is actually an award-winning author now about recovery. Jodie Sweetin actually helped John Stamos when he went sober in 2015 as well. So,
right on, good for her, man. I mean, and I know she had her struggles too, and I felt for her, and I was happy to see her kind of make that comeback. I always liked her. I thought she was a great little actress. This was the picture that he also posted. That day, I thought that's the one you were going to go with.
Oh that's a picture of him actually falling down the stairs. Yeah,
right. He said back in the days that would have been because of his drinking, but now you could say that proudly it was, I don't know, just because he was older. I forget what the joke he made about it, but yeah. Remember, I'm a geek, but always drunk. So who knows if I'm right? Then all must follow me on TikTok, and Blumhouse must give me a movie. That's true. That is true on both counts. Julia Foster, but I'm guessing David Tennant will be the human version that went with Rose. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Luke. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Can they make, I mean, I don't know who Julia Foster is. It would be cool if they brought Rose back and made her the Doctor, though. But that's just me wishing.
Me too.
Last week we shared the trailer for The Boys season 3. Not because of us, but that was the most flagged for inappropriate content trailer of all time. I had the numbers. I don't have them with me anymore. I'm sorry, but yeah, this show's going to be so fucking bonkers, and I love it. I mean, I'm all in for it. It's almost I feel like I feel like the writers and the showrunner Eric Kripke is like in a game of dare with us. Like, dare me to do it. Dare me to do it. I'm going to do it because I'm going to do it. Julia Foster is 79. She won't make a season. What? Is this confirmed, Luke? Like, I need to find that if that is confirmed. But I no, please no. And then the last story that I had, Warner Brothers dropped the trailer or the deleted scene from the Batman showing Barry Corgan as the Joker. I'm not going to play the trailer here just in case anyone doesn't want it spoiled for them. You can find it online easy enough. But what do you think, Steve? I mean,
yeah, it was interesting for sure.
Yeah, that was my thoughts as well. I don't know how I felt about this guy as the Joker. I like Pattinson as Batman. I don't, like I said from the beginning, he's not my favorite Batman. I put him in the top 3 though, just because he's young. But I don't know. I'm still very apprehensive of this Joker. I don't know how I feel about him. Yes, you would. You would absolutely lie to both of us. Luke, what you did miss though is that Steve has got a new show that's coming out next Thursday. You don't want to miss it. 2 Severed Heads with Steve and Steve. Good times. You guys are reviewing all things horror.
Yes.
Horror.
Well,
Horror.
I mean, maybe. I mean, we do a Scream Queens episode. Lots of movies.
So that's a mashup. A horror.
Right.
Horror.
Some of them were very nice girls.
They got paid.
The ones that lived.
Right. None of them lived. All right. Oh, you know what I found out this week? I don't know if it was this week or last week. I was listening to Jim Jeffries' podcast. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you going there. But they were doing a show on Watergate, which have you ever watched All the President's Men? The whole thing with Nixon. Yep. And they're talking about that and Woodward and Bernstein. And, Woodward and Bernstein's famous fucking informant was in Deep Throat.
Right, exactly.
Jim Jeffries, being the joker he is on this, fucking jokes and says, oh, yeah, Deep Throat, named after the movie. Fucking named after the movie. The informant's name was fucking up. It was literally after the movie. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I had no idea. I was like last week years old when I found that it went out. So there you go. Thank you, Linda Lovelace, I guess. Is that I have no idea. I didn't miss Steve's show, so I want to see it, but it's bloody late here, like 2 a.m. No, it'll be Thursday night. Deep Throat's my ex's nickname. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We don't know. Steve knows. But yeah, so it's next Thursday. What time, buddy?
Next Thursday, 8:00.
8:00. And this is the trailer for it. Damn. So there you go.
Thank you to thanks goes out to Ben McGinnis for our theme music.
Yes, man. Very creepy, as it should be. It's on point. What's Luke saying there? Sorry, I don't want to miss it, but that's about 2 a.m. here. I'll do my best as me, Clanny, and Blumhouse want to be there. Well, who knows? One day they will probably have someone on who's been in a Blumhouse movie. I guarantee that's going to happen. So definitely keep an eye out for that. So this is how it broke down going into next week. We're going into our final four. Just a breakdown there for you. It was in the comic book round, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic getting toppled by Super Mario Brothers. So they will be taking on the winner of Batman versus Deadpool. And of course, that matchup is going to be Deadpool versus Super Mario Brothers 3. And in the Western Conference, we're calling it, I guess. I don't know. The movie and TV conference. It's going to be John
Campbell's
Wick.
and Wales Conference.
Right. This is the Norris division. It's going to be John Wick taking on the lovable losers at Night Court. Dude, I can't wait for this one. I'm excited and nervous so much for this. And good on you for being able to dig through all the posts that have happened between now and then to find those, to count those up. But yeah, bring it on. Can't wait. Make sure you vote, guys. Come in next week. The final four is going to be down to 2 this time next week. You're not going to want to miss it. Steve, you got anything else, buddy?
No, that's it, man. Just tired.
Tired. I got you. First
Yeah.
week back at work. Old man.
Yeah.
Luke Tuff says Wick's going to take it all. He might. I don't know. He might fall to Night Court.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for an all 80s final. I'm hoping for Night Court versus Super Mario Brothers 3. That way I can't get mad either way.
Who is it? Super Mario Brothers take it on again?
Deadpool.
All right. That's going to be a tough
matchup.
It's going to be such a tough matchup, man. Folks, you are definitely not going to want to miss that matchup. It's going to be a great final. We will put those up, I think, right away. We'll probably put those up tonight, and you guys can start voting. We'll make sure that we'll save the post so that we know where to find them really easy and count them. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. So I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And yeah, it's going to be a good one next week. For the Well and Wingnut on this side, I'm your boy Zeus. Hoping you all have a good one. We'll see ya. Peace.